Alright, so let's talk about magnets, guys. You might have seen this little thing in other magnet videos. Shiznaft had one. If you order your magnets from Amazing Magnets, guys, they will give you one of these every time you order. Or at least I made 2 orders with Brother Mike, and they sent us one each time. So some of them are useful. I ended up using some of them in the Stormlord on the inside, just to get some extra magnetization on the inside to hold some things in. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Just that they send you that. Amazing Magnets. I guess I'll put the link up in one of the corners. Magnets are great for modeling, guys, and they're really, really fun to play with too. Alright guys, sorry about that. My camera's batteries died, so. First off, we got the smallest magnets I use. These are 1/16 by 1/16 rod magnets. Tiny little buggers. See if it'll stay there. Anyway, 1/16 by 1/16 rod magnets. These are great for infantry, magnetizing arms, backpacks, stuff like that. The only thing I'm using it on, maybe you could put a satellite dish on your whatever. What else do I use it on? Nothing much really. I do use them on the panels on the Stormlord. One in each little nublet there is perfect to keep it latched onto the side of the Stormlord. I'll get into that after. Give you guys a little update on the Stormlord. So that's the smallest ones I use. Those are rods, the only rods I use. Next up, I have 1/8 diameter by 1/16 disc magnet. These are great for, I guess, weapons, and they just happen to fit in all of GW's pre-made holes that come in all the kits. That magnet in there just slipped right in that hole. All I had to do was push it in, and it fit in there nice and snug. Same with this one. So no drilling was required to put these, to magnetize these. It's quite nifty. Also, another example is the Predator weapons. The 1/8 by 1/16 disc magnets just slip right in those holes that are already there on the kit. You have to drill out the holes for these ones and cut off the little nubs there, but you know, for some of the holes, you just slip the magnet right in. It's quite convenient. Next up, we have these, which I'm almost positive are 3/16 by a 1/16. I can't remember, but they're really strong. I'll just keep it on there. There's 2 here. There's 2 kinds. I have 3/16 by an 8, by a 1/16, I should say. And then over here we have these really, really skinny ones that I just picked up the other day from the hobby shop. Usually I don't pick up magnets from the hobby shop, but you know, I saw them and I figured, hey, maybe they'll come in handy. I thought I could use them inside these to magnetize the plates, because they're about the same. They're perfect actually. If you sorry guys, if you sit that on there, yeah, it would be perfect, but unfortunately I got them too wide and they don't fit in. I don't really feel like destroying that square, so I'll tell you what I did in a sec. So yeah, these are pretty really strong magnets, and I use these for the heavier duty stuff. Like I used this for when I did the main turret on the Stormlord there. Let me get this out of the way. That's the 3/16 by 1/16 disc magnet there. These guys are really strong. You can hear how loud that is. I mean, it really clicks in. So it's a nice solid fit. Alright, so now for the actual update on the Stormlord. This is not actually glued. Okay. So what do we got here? Let me put the camera up. Okay. So everything is magnetized. This is not. This is actually, I went old school and I just glued it in there. Well, I didn't glue it, but I used the nublets and just stuck it in there. No magnetization there. This just comes off. I figure that's all I need. The heavy flamers come out. I haven't done the heavy bolters yet, but they're both magnetized. Oops. So that's looking good. This comes off. You notice all the contact points on my magnets are pink. I use a Sharpie to mark them all off so it's easier to not screw up. Now, I made a little quick clip. I'll insert it after this, but you'll see what I'm talking about. You have to be very careful, especially on the sponson part. You'll see why. But when you drill out these to fit your magnet in, especially if you only have a 1/8 by 1/16 magnet, you're going to have to drill out a little bit with your 1/8 drill bit and take maybe a 30-second of space out from under that where that magnet is placed. So you have to drill into that square about a 30-second of space down, not much at all, just so that magnet will become flush, so it'll sit in there nice and snug, because you don't want it to sit on there and then if you touch it, it wiggles around. You want it to be flat, doesn't move. It's good. Alright, so I just want to show you guys this. I'm drilling out the hole there for this piece specifically. It's the top sponson piece. Now you're going to have to be a little more careful with this one, because if I hold it up to the light, you can actually see that there's like hardly any plastic left there. There is plastic left there, but just not much. So you guys got to be really careful with this one when you're drilling out for the magnet. Alright, so that's for the top piece. And that's how I did the bottom pieces, like I showed you just a few seconds ago. A couple of 1/16 by 1/16 rods in there. Don't know if you can see those. What I originally tried to do was I was going to go 3 magnets strong. I'll show you over here. Just take that off. See, 1 in each in the hole, and then I put 1 here. And I was about to drill here, and I was thinking, wait. And then I realized that it's not really thick enough for me to put a magnet in there. It was only doable here because I have those 2 little nublets. So I left that in there because it was pretty much stuck. So anyway, 2 magnets holds it in quite nicely. I really have to pull it off. It stays in there nice. That's about it. I really slacked off this week, guys. I'm sorry, but it's been one of those weeks, kind of hectic. Life's been throwing me a curveball, so we'll see what's up. I'm gonna try and get back on track and get some more stuff done. Coming up next will definitely be the big gun that's pretty much it, guys. We'll see you in part 4. Take it easy.